Yeah. Dear children, now going to the new topic, balancing of chemical equations. So, the balancing of chemical equations, why we should balance a chemical equation? According to the law of conservation of mass, it's a theory, a atom might be created, not be destroyed. So, mass of atoms are neither be created nor destroyed. So that's why in a chemical equations, the mass of reactants is equals to the mass of product. So nothing but LHS is equal to RHS. So the total mass of the reactant is equals to the total mass of a product. For example, we can observe one reaction, hydrogen gas, so oxygen. When hydrogen and oxygen reacted with each other, the water will form, water molecule will form. So is this equation is balanced? No, it is not balanced. Why? Because here two hydrogen atoms is there and two oxygen. Coming to the water molecules, hydrogens are two, hydrogens are balanced, but oxygen is not balanced. So this reaction is not balanced. It is an unbalanced equation. So this equation we have to balance by using this table. So for each and every reaction, so you in the examination you have to write this box, and this box you have to write element and number of atoms, number of atoms on LHS and number of atoms in RHS. So initial stage you have to write how many hydrogens are there in LHS. So this is the left hand side, right? How many hydrogens are there? Two hydrogens are there. So you have to write two hydrogens is here. And right hand side, two hydrogens are there. So you have to write two hydrogens. So hydrogens are balanced. Come to the next oxygen molecule. Here two oxygen molecules are there. So you have to write two oxygen molecules in LHS. What about the right hand side? It is one oxygen molecule. So you have to write one here. So by looking this reaction is not balanced. So what you have to do first? This reaction you have to balance the oxygens first. So you have to write into 2. 2 ones are 2 you have to write. So in the RHS oxygen you have to write 2. In the RHS right hand side oxygen is there. You don't write here. This is wrong. Why? Because this 2 is the subscript. You have to write 2 as a coefficient, that is 2 here. What will happen if you write here 2? Molecule is totally changed. It is a water molecule and H2O2 is a hydrogen peroxide. Water and hydrogen peroxide. Total molecule is different. So dear student, do not write subscript here. This is subscripts. These are all subscripts. You don't write, don't disturb the subscript. You have to write only coefficient. You can change only coefficient. So this is the correct method. You can write 2 hydrogen, 2 water molecules is here. Next, then this is the initial stage is over. Next, final stage. What will happen to this? Come to the hydrogen molecules. How many molecules are there? 2 2 ja 4. 4 hydrogen molecules are there. So what he written? 2 here. 2 2 ja 4. You have to balance hydrogen at the LHS. So here also you have to write 2. 2 2 ja 4. So where is hydrogen? This is hydrogen. It is the left hand side. You have to write 2. So 2 hydrogen molecules. 2 2 ja 4 hydrogen molecules. And here also 4 hydrogens. 2 2 ja 4. Oxygen is 2. So oxygen is also 2. That's why this reaction is balanced now. Next, coming to the next reaction, that is combustion of propane. Propane, this is the propane molecular formula C3H8, means 3 carbon atoms is here and 8 hydrogen atoms, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This is the propane structure. You can observe in last lesson, carbon compounds lesson. This propane, what is the propane use? Propane is used as cooking gas. Cooking gas. In each house We are using the cylinders, right? In the cylinder, propane is used. It is a cooking gas. It's highly inflammable gas. So this is not having any color and odor. But when we leak any gas is leaked, we smell something different odor. That odor is coming by methane, CH4. Methane gas is also used to estimate whether the gas is leaking or not. For that, methane gas is used. So combination of methane gas and propane gas, they are filled in the cylinders. Okay. Coming to the reaction, when this propane is reacted with oxygen, carbon dioxide plus water is released, then you have to balance the reaction. So see, is this balanced equation or not? It is not balanced equation. Why? Because in the LHS carbon is 3 and here RHS carbon is 1. So now try to how to balance the equation. Okay. First write carbons. Next hydrogens are there. Next oxygens are there. Okay. In LHS, how many carbons are there? 3 carbons. 3 carbons. In RHS, only 1 carbon is there. Next hydrogens. How many hydrogens are there? 8 hydrogens. So you can write 8 hydrogens. And here only 2 hydrogens are there. And oxygen, 2 oxygens are there. And here 3 oxygens are there. Okay. You have to write in this way. Next we go for the heat and trial method. That method anyway. For example, here 3 carbon atoms are there. You can write the 3 here. 3 carbon dioxide molecules. Okay. Then what will happen? Go for the hydrogens. Here 8 hydrogens are there. Here 2 hydrogens. 2 4s are 8. So you have to write 4 here. Okay. Now count the oxygens. How much oxygens are there? This is 3 to the 6 oxygens are here. 6 oxygens. Here 4 oxygens. Total 10 oxygens, right? 10 oxygens are there. Here 2 oxygens. You can write 5 here. 5 to the 10 oxygen. Now this equation is balanced. Okay. In this method also, here 3 is there. You can write into 3. Okay. In RHS carbon into 3. RHS carbon into 3. Next, here 8 hydrogens. Here 2 hydrogens. So into 4. 2 4s are 8. So you have to write 4 here. And remaining here, here 4 oxygens plus 3 oxygens. How many oxygens are there? 10 oxygens. So 3 2s are. 3 2s are is there. 4 1s are is there. Total, this is 4. This is 6. Total 10 oxygens are there. So for that you have to write 5. 5 2s are 10. In this way, a chemical equations is balancing. Yeah. Now I would like to explain about styrene gas, which is leaked in LG Polymers company in Visakhapatnam recently. I think it is May 7, 2020. So many people were died at that time, and so many people are injured. What is that much effect caused by styrene gas? It is a very highly reactive chemical. Actually, in the container, it is in a liquid form. When it is released into the environment, it becomes a gas and destruct the surrounding environment. It is a colorless gas, but the odor is sweet in smell. Next, it is evaporated easily and highly reactive chemical, and it is a carcinogen. Due to this effect, nervous breakdown, headache, vomiting, and eye infections will occur. Long-term infections will cause by the action of styrene gas. So this is the chemical structure of styrene gas. There is a benzene group. To this, ethane is added. So this is the chemical structure. So look at how many carbons are there here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbons are there. and this is double bonds. Double bonds and triple bonds indicate unsaturation. So it's going to saturate, means reacting with the other elements. So unsaturated chemicals or molecules easily react with other elements. So due to this unsaturation, when for example C8H8, this stearin gas, and reacted with what oxygen in the environment, it will become this molecule. So how can we balance the equation? Here one oxygen is there, so here you have to take half. Why? Because it is a chain like structure. Mainly stearin is used in the preparation of rubber and plastic. So in the plastic industries and rubber industries, these polymers are used. So in this way, half O2 will react with this stearin and form the product. Yeah, taking the another example, Fu2O3 when reacted with aluminium, Fe, ferrous means iron, and aluminium dioxide will form. Why this reaction is happening? So this is ferrous, Fe plus 2 or minus 2, aluminium, Fe, Al plus 3. So which is more reactive in this? Aluminium is more reactive. Why? Because there is a cation having 3 excess electrons, or it need 3 electrons. When oxygen is already bonded with ferrous, it is easily elevated with the reaction of aluminium. So aluminium trioxide will form in this reaction. In this reaction, how to balance the equation? So what is the main core moieties in this? Ferrous, iron is there, and aluminium is there, and oxygen is there here, right? Only 3 elements are there. So this equation is called the skeletal equation. Skeleton equation. So this is a formula units. First formula unit means formula unit of ferrous dioxide means 1 formula unit of ferrous dioxide. In that 2 molecules of ferrous and 3 molecules of oxygen is there. And 1 formula unit of aluminium, only 1 molecule is there. That way formula units are using. Here ferrous. In LHS, how many ferrous ions are there? Only 2. What about RHS? Nothing is there. 1. And coming to the aluminium, how many is there? 1. In LHS 1, in RHS 2. And oxygen here 3, here also 3. So only oxygen atom was balanced in this equation. So going to the balance, how to balance? Here 2 is there, ferrous. So right hand side you multiply with 2 to the ferrous. So ferrous ions are 2. You have to write 2 as a coefficient to the ferrous. In the same way, here 2 aluminiums are there. You can write 2 here. So now check the equation, it is balanced or not. Ferrous trioxide when reacted with aluminium, aluminium trioxide form along with ferrous. So you can write the status also. Yeah, a chemical reaction can express the following, like it can express the physical state of the elements, and it can express the heat changes, and it can express gases evolved or not. In the reaction itself, we can write whether the precipitate is formed or not. So coming to this expression of physical state, what type of state it is there? For example, ferrous trioxide, it is a solid. When reacted with aluminium, it is also solid. It will become ferrous, means iron. It is also solid, and aluminium trioxide, it is a solid. Is S indicate the solid. So by seeing this reaction, okay, you can observe it is a solid type of reactions. Solids are involved. The status is solid, and this symbol is used to indicate it is using energy, means heat is required for this reaction. And coming to expressing of heat changes, how heat changing, whether it is releasing the heat from the reaction or it can absorbing. Coming to this, it's a carbon. Carbon when reacted with oxygen, carbon dioxide will formed with energy. It's exothermic. Plus Q means it is releasing heat. It is releasing heat from the reaction. And coming to this, nitrogen when reacted with the oxygen, nitrogen monoxide will formed. For this reaction we need energy. It is a minus Q. It is an endothermic reaction. To run this reaction, we need to supply the heat. So that's why it is a minus Q. Means we are losing the energy. We are losing and giving the energy to this reaction. So that's why it is a minus Q. In this way, plus Q is the exothermic reaction, minus Q is the endothermic reaction. Q indicates, it's denote the energy. Next, Q plus expressing the gas evolved. Some reactions is gas evolving. For that, we are using above arrow like this. Next, in this, zinc when reacted with the sulfuric acid H2SO4 in aqueous, it is aqueous solution, it's a solid. When solid is dissolved in this liquid, zinc sulfate will form by releasing hydrogen gas. So gas is, you should write gas G, small g, and this above arrow mark will indicate the gas is evolving from the reaction. Next, expressing the precipitate form. Precipitate means it is not dissolving in that particular liquid, so it can precipitate down the liquid. So for that we have to use down arrow sign. This is the down arrow sign. Okay, when AgNO3 reacted with the sodium chloride, it is aqueous solution, it is aqueous solution. When both are reacting with each other, AgCl will form. It is a solid in nature, so down arrow is precipitated in the bottom of the liquid. So including sodium nitrate is formed. Next we can go through the photosynthesis reaction. Photosynthesis mainly occurs in green plants. So in green plants, leaves containing chlorophyll. In that chlorophyll, this photosynthesis will occur. With the help of a photosynthesis, all living beings are depending upon this photosynthesis. The very important reaction in the human beings and the whole life, the reaction is they are using carbon dioxide plus water. While we are writing the equation, give some space to balance the equation. So carbon dioxide plus H2O gives writes C6H12O6 plus oxygen. So it is occurring in chlorophyll. Chlorophyll by the UV rays. Okay. Carbon dioxide is a gas. Water is a liquid in state. This is a solid and this is a gas. Oxygen is a gas. So try to balance the equation by the hit and trial method. So here carbon dioxide when reacted with the water molecule, it gives glucose or fructose. So it is a carbohydrate. So C6H12O6 and O2 is there. So first do this method, hit and trial method. How many carbons are there? 6 carbons are there. So you have to write 6 here, 6 CO2. Then try to balance the hydrogens. How many hydrogens are there? 12 hydrogens are there. Here 2 hydrogens are there. So 6 2 ja 12. You have to write 6 here. So 6 2 ja 12 hydrogens. Here 12 hydrogens. So over. Next coming to the oxygen. How many oxygens are there? 6 2 ja oxygens are 12 here. And here plus 6. Total how many oxygens are there? 18 oxygens are there. Okay. 6 2 the 12 and 6 1 the 6. Total how many? 18 oxygens. Come. Here, how many oxygens are there? 6 oxygens. Here, 2 oxygens. Only 6 over, and for this you have to add 2 6. 2 6 how much? It is 12 plus 6. Total 18. So you have to write 6 here. So this is the balanced equation. 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O is raised to C6H12O6 plus 6 CO2. Now check how many carbons is in the left hand side. 6 carbons are there. In the right hand side 6 carbons are there. Okay. So coming to the hydrogens, how many hydrogens? 6 to the 12 hydrogens in the left hand side and 12 hydrogens in the right hand side. Balanced. Next coming to the oxygens, 6 to the 12 oxygens plus 6 oxygens. 18 oxygens are there in the left hand side. Here 6 oxygens, 6 to the 12. Total 18 oxygens in the right hand side. This is a very important reaction in the living organisms. Only green plants, in the algae, some algae, this type of reaction. This type of reaction is called photosynthesis.